Good morning, guys. Welcome to my Sunday stories. Also, something new that I'm going to be adding to the channel, where I'm going to bring you into my life. Sharing stories from the beginning of my YouTube career to catching this up. So you're going to get a new story every Sunday. Just kind of adding to what we already have going on here. So I want to take you guys to 2007, the year where you almost did not have a Dame Drops. Let me explain. So YouTube started roughly in 2005. And I remember I was an assistant manager at the time, learning management at Rent-A-Center. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Rent-A-Center. It's just one of those companies where you can go inside, you can pretty much pick out furniture, appliances, video games, whatever, rent them at like 10,000 times the price of the item by the time you can finish paying it off. And if you fail to make a payment, I was the one to come to your crib and pick it up by any means necessary. Rent-A-Center was also the very first company where it was just like the customer isn't always right. And I think that's why I kind of liked the company, because I was able to talk wild reckless. And I was reckless. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. I had fun while I was there. And I remember filming for my very first YouTube channel back in 2007. It had nothing to do with food whatsoever, actually. I was doing more spoken word at that time, and I was also kind of uploading hood activities and things that I just saw when I was working for Rent-A-Center, and I saw a lot. I did see a lot, family. And it was fun. It was definitely a fun time. Those videos performed slow and low. But I was still happy because it was like, if I saw 50 views on a video, 150 views on a video, I'm like, these are individuals who, they don't know me. It's not like family. I mean, might be some family sprinkled in, some friends sprinkled in, but it was just a lot of strangers. So I was happy for what it was. It was just a hobby. So let's go ahead and fast forward just a little bit. From Rent-A-Center to Lowe's. So I left Rent-A-Center, started working for Lowe's, went in for zone management. They put me on overnights quick, too. They needed an overnight zone manager. So I was on overnights at Lowe's in New Haven, Connecticut. This is the time where a Dame Drops almost never existed. While I was there, I started a relationship. Cool individual. She was great. You know what I'm saying? Held me down, cooked for your boy, all that good stuff. A little crazy, but that's what some of us like. We like that little spice in life, as you can say. Crazy could quickly turn to toxic. Be careful. I remember one day I was actually editing at her house, and she didn't know I was on YouTube at all, to be honest with you. But I remember her coming in the house, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, editing a video for my YouTube channel." She was like, "What's YouTube?" I was like, "Oh, it's like it's a new site that kind of allows you to upload whatever you want, say and do whatever you want." This was early YouTube. This is before all the changes YouTube. This is when you could have any type of channel and they just wanted individuals to upload to the platform. No algorithm was really popping back then. So you upload, you had followers, people saw it. Simple. She was like, "I don't know if I like that." I was like, "You don't know if you like what?" She was like, "I don't know if I like the fact that anybody can watch, and that means exes. Exes can watch and find you, and with the ladies, I don't feel comfortable with it." And I was confused. I looked at her confused. I'm like, huh? If exes is gonna find me, they could just find me working at Lowe's. Like, they live here in Connecticut. But all to avoid an argument, I was like, "So what do you want?" She was like, "I just don't want you with a YouTube channel." Wow. So yeah, y'all. So for love, I deleted my channel back then. And I had some videos on there. They were kind of doing their thing, whatever. But I deleted it all. No more. And my name, I don't even think was it even Dame Drops? I don't even think it was Dame Drops when I first started, to be honest with you, fam. I think Dame Drops came later. And we're going to get into that part of the story, too, where Dame Drops came in. But I believe that, it definitely came in later. And when I deleted my channel, I didn't really feel a ways about it. I'm just like, in back of my mind, it was a dumb reason, but whatever. Let me go ahead and keep this woman happy, blah, blah, blah. So let's fast forward again. right? Moving things along. That relationship finally ends. It was a long 2 years, a lot of back and forth, a lot of miscommunication, a lot of craziness, a lot of madness, but it's over. Now that it's over, I'm like, yeah, I can start YouTube again. You know what I'm saying? So I give myself some time because when you're trying to find love, you can quickly lose yourself. Let me say that again for those that don't understand or probably didn't catch that one. When you try to find love, you can quickly lose yourself trying to appease somebody else who isn't fully ready to accept you. And a lot of us do that. A lot of us do that. A lot of us give so much of ourselves to somebody else who either doesn't appreciate it or cannot reciprocate it. And they really can't give it back to you for whatever given reason. So it's like love you give is about 70%. The love they give in return is about 30, right? Be careful. Be careful. We got plenty of Sunday stories to go, so we can get into all this. But I want to kind of stick to, now you know why there wouldn't have been a name drops. Had I stayed in that relationship, right? Had I married this woman, because at the time I was thinking about marrying her. So had I married this woman, I still wouldn't have a YouTube to this day because she didn't want me to have no parts of it. So you wouldn't have had a name drops. There wouldn't have been, television shows over the years, no Rachel Ray, no Travel Channel. There wouldn't have been no fast food commercials. There wouldn't have been a Netflix series. There was nothing. There would have been no Dame Drops. Right? Here's where Dame Drops comes into play.